If Will Smith had cheated on Jada, the internet would crucify him, but since it was the other way around, people are making fun of him. It is disgusting. If Will had cheated on Jada, the entire internet would turn on him and crucify him. Except because he is a man, he is the one being mocked and memed. Firstly, we don't have a reason to be involved in their relationship, and if they choose to make it work, then good on them. However, that doesn't mean Jada should be proud of her actions. She abused the trust of a great man. I'm kinda surprised the internet isn't backing Will on this, to be honest. Yo, I'm out to the loop. Can anyone catch me up? 2 people you don't actually know have marriage problems. Shocking stuff. Dude. Details. I want the juicy details. Just cause I'm nosy. Jada ducked one of their son's friends. Apparently Will and Jada had an open relationship, but I never heard about it in videos they posted lately. It's not a relationship. It was an entanglement. I'm more sickened by the fact it was one of her son's friends. Can you imagine if a bloke went out with one of his daughter friends? And the fact that he wasn't in a good place mentally makes it even worse. If Will did that, people would be like, oh he took advantage of mentally unstable chick. I gotta mentally heal this person. With my groin. For 4.5 years. Therapy. When I was younger, I definitely think I had a sex addiction of some kind. Yes, that everything could be fixed by sex. You know what I'm saying, Jada. 2 years ago. Imagine if Will Smith not only cheated on her, but also got on TV to talk about it with her. Oh my god, I can't imagine the outrage. Edit. People are still responding to this lol. I know that male celebrities cheat on their wives often and get away with it, which of course I think is awful. It's the whole getting on TV and showing zero remorse thing I'm saying is outrageous. Not got on TV, got on his own Facebook show and dragged her on to talk about it. WTF is a Facebook show? Like she has a talk show type of thing that only airs on FB. Exactly. It's not a new phenomenon. That you weren't aware is a good sign that you have a life outside of social media. Keep it up, mate. Today I learned there is such a thing as a Facebook show size. If my parents went on camera and aired their dirty laundry, buttoming, I never heard about it from them the way they did. I'd honestly hope they'd get a divorce. But the fact that they high-fived about a bad marriage is honestly what disturbed me. Then hearing how one of the kids writes letters to Tupac. Nope. That family needs so much help. Then hearing how one of the kids writes letters to Tupac. Napuit. Officially confirming that Tupac has been in Cuba this whole time. He changed his name to Dos Pacus. Dos Paquitos actually. It's rewind time. Ah, that's hot. That's hot. Mark Bud Brownie. Interesting name for our YouTube tech god. IACC think it's a lot worse for their son. Imagine a friend banging her mum, and then it being released as international news. Jaden too busy being Tyler's son to care about his parents. Can you fill me in? I heard something about him saying his dad is someone else. What's going on with that? Whoa, really? Damn. I don't keep up with any celebrity gossip, but from their own son and then this post, I imagine there's so much going on in this family. Too much drama for me. He doesn't mean literally. Tyler the creator is way too young to be his actual father. Now what he actually means, I can't tell you. Honestly, the whole situation is a mess. Augie is messy. I keep seeing posts about this on here, saying how people are excusing Jada Bish's a woman. But question mark question mark question mark question mark question mark question mark. If you have 2 brain cells, it's clear as day she was manipulative, gaslighting, narcissistic, and worse, hiding all that behind a ruse of wellness. Like what? You need to cheat to see if someone loves you forever? It made me sick. Hollywood relationships are sick. Everything she said was disgusting, and Will looked visibly hurt. His micro expressions were heartbreaking. Well said. Best statement I've read on this situation yet. Cheating for ridiculous reasons isn't even unique to Hollywood relationships. A few weeks ago, some dude on my Facebook friends list posted about how his wife cheated because she was feeling depressed that day. It ignited Facebook drama in which he was absolutely blasted by her friends saying dumb shit like, if you really cared for her you'd understand and try to be there for her. Like duck that shit. If the roles were reversed those same people would have been tearing him apart. God, the double standards when it comes to relationships are insane. All the memes I've seen have been in support of Will and acknowledging how hard has fought to keep his family together despite all they've put him through /view 200D. There's been 2 posts so far saying that no one cares about Will, but I have only seen people say they feel bad for Will and then shutting on Jada. Even the ones posting memes have said they felt bad about him. The memes don't give evidence to whether or not people support Will or not. There are memes about all serious topics. Same here. It's almost as if this post is more pointless gender war rabble rousing. Because Reddit surely doesn't have enough of that. Another contender for the suffering Olympics. Honestly kept seeing these kinds of posts that crucify Jada. I think it depends on the people you follow in your social media, because I personally don't really see posts that make fun of Will Smith. Even my feminist friends in social media sites condemn Jada's actions. She ducked her son's friend, no matter how good the ID looks in a porn. Never duck your kids' friends. That shit hurts a lot of people. That just had to cause some problems in their relationship. What, wasn't it just a year or 2 ago that everybody knew that Will Smith and Jada have an open relationship? The reason this came to light was the fact that Will was boinking that Aussie hottie? No. Just me? This comes off as one of those, if it's good for the goose it's good for the gander type deals. They've both said multiple times that the other person can do whatever they want. We have a grown relationship. They trust each other to do whatever the person wants to do. They decided to talk about this one publicly because the media kept harboring them about. They're still clearly together. Will knew about it the entire time. It was all consensual for them. The shitty part is that she went after someone who needed mental help. But I have zero insight into his mental health, and I'll be damned if 90% of Reddit doesn't seem to have loneliness issues that would be helped by a caring relationship. Are people not aware that Will top sleeps around? They have an open marriage. I find it hilariously ironic that this whole thread is about how everyone would destroy Will if he was the one who cheated. Yet we can clearly see that's false, since he literally has cheated already and no one gives a duck. Let's just change the subname to Unethical opinion. It will be a lot more accurate. Kobe cheated. Kevin Hart cheated too, while his wife was 8 meters pregnant. But he's still one of, if not the #1 comedian in America right now. People pick and choose what shitty behavior they'll overlook, based on who committed the offense. Chris Brown violently beat his girlfriend and people still listen to his music. It sickens me. Chris Brown has continued to butt old people on a regular basis for over a decade. Wait a minute. Will's been openly with other women for years. This is Reddit. Women bad remember? / This whole Jada and Will thing reminds me that none of the cops that murdered Breonna Taylor have been arrested yet. I think the fact that they are in an open marriage makes a difference. Most people knew they weren't in a standard marriage. I've heard it mentioned on podcasts for years. This kinda confuses me. They have been ducking other people for years and have been open about it. TBH, the only time I have heard of Will being jealous was about Tupac when they first got together. Jada is getting plenty of hate despite the fact that they were broken up at the time, and Will said he was okay with it considering the circumstances. From the very little I've read it sounds like they had an open relationship. Granted, they should have had some better rules. But who really thinks they need to say, don't duck our kids' friends? Somehow I get the feeling that Will Smith can sleep with just about anyone he wants. Jada may have blown the cover on their arrangement, but I would be somewhat surprised if she was the one who suggested it in the first place. It's Will Smith. The guy has had groupies throwing themselves at him since the 80s. Famous people are weird, athletes included. A lot of the time spouses pretty much have to accept that monogamy is probably not going to be a high priority when they're with someone whose lifestyle involves being loved and adored by millions of people. Man being an open relationship? Yes. Somehow Reddit is failing to understand this. Reddit is sexist AF. She's not a villain. If they acknowledge they have an open relationship. In the same interview, it's revealed that Will slept with Margot Robbie during the filming of Focus. But everybody just chose to ignore that. This mentality makes me laugh considering a serial adulterer is president of the United States right now. IKR. All these people complaining about poor men being cheated on elected a cheater. I'm shocked, I tell you. I'm not. They have absolutely zero self-awareness. I thought that they had an open marriage. Yeah, they've been talking about it online since at least 2013. Link. Justured.com/2020/07/01/ Pinkett Smith's quotes about open marriage rumors with Will Smith go viral again / They famously have an open marriage. I have no idea why people are calling it cheating or why this is news. It's just another excuse for a bunch of children to pretend like men are so oppressed and looked down upon by society. Men are so oppressed. Look at women. They have shelters. Where are men's shelters? Oh, I have to build one. Well, what about women? Why aren't they building it? I don't want to build it. Pretty much this sub. They complain about being oppressed, yet never want to fix it. I don't see men protesting. I never see them build men's shelters. All I see is them butching on Reddit. Hate on feminists all you want. At least they go out and protest and try to do something. You do realize that they sat down together and filmed a conversation where they confirmed they were separated at the time. They also confirmed they were in an open marriage back in 2008. He admitted to sleeping with Margot and Jada was okay with that. Yeah, I thought I was taking crazy pills. It was a poorly kept secret that Will and Jada had an open relationship at one point, and privately they weren't even really together as a couple. Literally nobody is making fun of him. I've seen 30+ TikToks and other things on the internet and it's all talking about how Will Smith is a perfect guy and he still got cheated on. TikTok is a huge app and videos with millions of likes talking about it, and they are all on Will's side, implying that even though he's such a nice, rich, famous guy he still got cheated on. All the comments I've seen about it are saying Jada doesn't deserve Will and he deserves better. She didn't cheat. They have an open marriage. Will has a woman that he's been seeing for a while now, but you haven't heard about it because she knows better. If Jada had taken time to vet her side piece, she'd be fine, but she didn't. She chose to deal with a man that could not keep his mouth shut and now everyone is paying the price. Oh well. To be completely honest, though he knew and was okay with it. Open relationships are pretty common nowadays. They have always had an open relationship. They've both been with many other people besides each other. No one cares, BC, no one has cheated. This is accepted as part of their relationship by both of them. Unpopular opinions is actually a men's rights sub these days. I haven't seen anything on the front page from this sub that wasn't "Do you think men are actually treated worse than women in society at its core?" I'm surprised Reddit cares this much about the same actor they don't like. I like him a lot. I do remember a brief period of memes making fun of Will, but nothing like the way Reddit drags on Carrot Top. It's justified for him. Carrot Top. Who's still talking about Carrot Top? What year is it? IDK. Saw it in r/Comeda, haven't thought it'd mention him. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.